I am so excited about these lovely spring colours. We normally associate the blues and the yellows with spring, but we've also got these fabulous plums and reds. And so what I've done here is got a few of these hellebores. I've got a really nice double pink one, which is tall. So I'm going to use that as my structure here. So thinking of it as the kind of the main event that's going to hold all of this planting together. I've also got a really lovely red one here, and I'm going to see how many of them I need for this pot. I've got 3, but I don't want to overstuff it. Let's see. So we've got the reds and the pinks. Just look at that. May need to prop them up. The thing about these hellebores, of course, is that they droop. The whole point of them is that you've got these lovely hanging heads, but they are so pretty and they need just a little bit of foliage now to go with them. So I've chosen 2 things. This fabulous euphorbia here, which I'm going to put as near to the flowers as I can, because those, just look at those colours, they work so well together. So we've got the euphorbia, being careful to keep my gloves on with the euphorbia here because of its sap. And then, and I'm just putting that down there, but I'll put a bit more compost actually in there to make sure that reaches up in front of these hellebore stems. Look at that together. And then to go with that euphorbia, I've got this heuchera, and I think heucheras in pots are a jolly good thing. Be careful not to hold it with the stems. They've got such a contrast of form. Their leaves are round, and against the euphorbia they work really well. So get that in there. When you're using dark foliage, you have to be careful not to create a kind of black hole of foliage. So I'm going to be bringing some of the hellebores forward just a little bit. There's a little bit of toing and froing going on, but there we go. And I think, where am I? Let's get another one of these euphorbia. Let's bring it around that way, saving all the compost that we can. And another thing to look at when you're putting a plant together, a pot together even, is just looking at where the flowers grow on different plants. So here you've got the bracts of the euphorbia, and we kind of want to make sure they're going in roughly the same direction as the other euphorbia there, to make it feel natural. It would feel a bit strange if it was pointing that way, if you see what I mean. Right, there we go. And let's get some more heuchera, which I'm going to bring over to this side here. And one more euphorbia. I'm going to come back round that way, and I'm going to have a little bit more euphorbia in there. There's such lovely colours, these rich, kind of good for you colours, I reckon. And then the other thing is just to make sure that you've got a bit of height. We've got room for another heuchera. I don't want to overstuff a pot, but you know, whereas in a garden things really do need to be spaced very, sensibly away from each other. And with a pot, you kind of can get away with a little bit more of a closer planting. I'm actually going to move this heuchera over. That has a bit of a sort of background purple. to do is just let it, give it a bit of a shake and sort of let it all hang out a bit so that it kind of breathes and feels like it has a sort of slightly kind of natural romantic air to it.